Welcome to this video where I will be showing you how you can paint your nails with this easy but effective ombre gradient effect. For this particular look, you will need the following items. This look will be effective on nails of any length. As you can see, mine are quite short, and you want to make sure that you have filed your nails. They are clean and free from any polish or product before we begin. I'm just recording this tutorial for a bit of fun and because it's a very simple and effective look, and it works really well for post-meal distraction should you need it. I'm certainly not going to diverge into a beauty channel. I will be sticking to food because eating is what I am good at. So the first thing you're going to want to do is apply your base coat. I am using the So Perfect base coat by Bourjois. When I'm applying my base coat and nail colour, I always leave a small gap just by my cuticle. If you have noticed that your nails tend to go yellow when you wear nail varnish, leaving that gap just allows the nail to breathe and should prevent that from happening. I am only going to be demonstrating painting my left hand, but I'll be doing my right hand as well. I don't trust 60-second quick dry nail varnish claims, so I always set a timer on my phone for 5 minutes between coats, and I usually find this is long enough to ensure that I don't smudge my work. I would always recommend applying a base coat, particularly if you're going to be using darker colours of nail varnish. So go ahead and apply base coat to your other hand, and I'll see you back here once that has dried. Once your base coat is dry, you're going to want to take your lighter nail varnish colour. I'm using an Essie nail varnish in the shade Polished and Poised. You're going to want to apply a coat of the polish to the entire fingernail. I'm doing quite a thin coat, and then I will do a second coat and maybe even a third if I feel I need it. However, this colour is not too sheer, so 2 coats should be fine. And don't forget to leave that little gap to allow your nail to breathe. I have never attempted to paint my nails at this angle before, and I have to say it is slightly awkward. I also have a really bad habit of holding my breath when I'm painting my nails. I've no idea why I do it, I just do. So it is looking a little bit patchy at the moment, but that will all be sorted out when I apply the next coat of colour. So you want to go ahead and paint all of your nails with your chosen light shade. So I'm just applying a second coat of the lighter coloured polish. As I say, this is entirely optional. I do think 2 coats of this colour will be enough because it has built up quite nicely, and again I'm just keeping it as a thin layer of polish because that way it will dry nice and fast. I've never really been able to justify spending money on getting a professional manicure done. I find that my nails chip so easily, and I just wouldn't be able to make up my mind about a colour when I do paint my nails, I'm always changing the colour every 2 or 3 days because I just get bored and want something that looks a bit different. I appreciate this isn't the most riveting thing to watch, but I do want the video to be a decent length because it is primarily designed to help people manage feelings of guilt after eating. I'm certainly not a beautician, and as you can see, no expert when it comes to doing my nails. For my darker shade, I'm using the Rimmel Salon Pro Nail Varnish in the colour Red Ginger. You're going to want to take your makeup sponge, and it won't matter if it's a triangular applicator or a round one. Any shape of sponge will do. You can see I have actually used this one before, but there are some clear corners, so that's what I'll be using in this tutorial today. You're just going to want to take your nail varnish and apply some to the edge of the sponge. You don't want to put too much on there, but you do have to work quickly because it will be absorbed into the sponge. You're then going to take it and do a stipple effect on the lower third of your nail. Don't worry if you get nail varnish on your skin, it's almost impossible not to, and we will be cleaning that up later. If you do have longer nails, if you want to put a third, even darker shade at the very tip of your nail, that can look very good as well. My nails are definitely too short though for any more than the 2 colours I'm using. You will need to reapply nail varnish to your sponge as you go. It's better to put a thin stippled layer on because you can always build it up if you feel that you want more. If you're someone who, like me, chips their nail varnish usually within 24 hours of having applied it, this is really easy to touch up because all you need to do is just take your sponge and just apply some of the darker colour to whichever areas it is that you need to cover up. This stippled layer will dry pretty quickly, so you won't have to wait too long before you move on to the glitter stage. So this is where we are going to apply the glitter layer of nail varnish. You can use any shade of glitter you want. I just happen to be using Barry M Starlet because it has got the pink tones in it, but silver, gold, anything like that would be absolutely fine, just whatever it is that you happen to have. I'm just going to be applying a thin layer of glitter to the lower half of my nails. If you want to apply it over the whole fingernail, then you can do that as well, but it just helps to give a more blended effect with the 2 colours that you've already put on. You don't need to worry about having an even application of glitter. As with the stippling effect, you want it to be uneven so that it kind of gives you that lovely gradual colour change from the base of the nail to the tip. So you want to go ahead and just apply this thin glitter layer onto each nail, and then we will be back here and we will do a bit of a clean up before we finish off with the top coat. Once your nails are completely dry, you're just going to tidy up any areas around the nails where you have managed to get any nail varnish on your skin. So you're going to grab your cotton bud and your bottle of nail varnish remover. You're just going to want to dip one end of the cotton bud into the liquid and then use it to carefully wipe off any nail varnish on your skin, being careful not to touch your painted nail. Oops, bit of blue nail varnish there that I didn't quite manage to remove. Sorry for the slightly out of focus bits. I was actually filming this with my iPad upside down and I couldn't really see the screen. It was really tricky. Once you've done that, all that's left is to apply your chosen top coat. I love this Rimmel Gel Effect top coat. I find it to be the most chip resistant of all the ones that I have tried. If you do paint your nails using this tutorial and you feel comfortable doing so, I would really love it if you could send me a photo on Instagram to show me your gorgeous nails. You can find me there as Kaz Loves Cakes, same username as I have on here. I think it would be pretty cool to put together a grid photo of everyone's gradient ombre nails just to show off everyone's handiwork. If you haven't already done so, I would also greatly appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. My usual content is food related, and this, as I said at the beginning, is just a one-off bit of fun tutorial. But once your top coat is done, that is you finished. And there you have your lovely ombre gradient nails. And that just about wraps up this tutorial. I do hope that you'll come back for the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, take care. Bye.